Good day, happy travelers. Today we are talking about MSC Sinfonia, 7-day Mediterranean from Athens, from the port of Pirarus. Heading to Mykonos, Brindsis, Split, and Venice. If you're booked on this, what we're going to do here today is talk about how to get you from Athens Airport over to the port. And we're going to talk about things to do before. We're going to talk about what you can do for free at each port of call, for free options available. And we'll review some paid options, of course, because for many, this is a once in a lifetime cruise. These destinations are, just even putting this together makes me want to go back. It's just, let's hop into it. So Athens International Airport is, I don't know, probably about a half hour, 45 minutes east of Athens. You do not have to fly in the day before, especially from the United States. You're going to leave the day before. You'll probably leave, I don't know, most international flights that fly nonstop leave in the evening, right around midnight, and you'll land the next day, and there will be ample opportunity to head to the cruise port. Now, while I say you don't have to, I always take advantage of getting in a day early, spending the night, going and doing the bus tour and getting off at the myriad of things to do. It's an opportunity that I never miss. But you don't have to. Of course, you can this cruise returns back to the port, so you can also spend the night and catch the next flight. As a matter of fact, that's not a bad best practice either way. I would encourage you, because the international flights costs vary so greatly from day to day. Certainly, if you're considering business class, to kind of look at the flights to determine how many days you want to stay on either side of your cruise. The ends could very well justify the mean, because the price of a hotel, barring the departure around a major holiday in Greece, is going to be marginal at best. But the price of airfare from day to day it can be $500 to $700 per person difference. So certainly something to think about. Otherwise, let's get you to the port. Whether you fly in the day of, the day before, here's the port. And most taxis, most shuttles, most hotels, you can arrange ground transportation through the hotel concierge. There's many private companies that offer tours of Greece on your way to the port, and there's many companies that offer, heck, even MSC offers it, a tour of Athens before you go back to the airport. So it has your luggage. So it's kind of a BOGO in the spirit of what you can do. And like I said, you're here. Don't skip it. It is a fantastic itinerary that they got lined up. One of your first stops is Mykonos. The cruise terminal is up here. You will stay up here. Now, in terms of walking, when we think of free excursions, that normally means hoofing it, walking into the city. And there's some ports where you can do that, and it's a pretty healthy walk to a lot of the activities. For example, Mykonos shore excursions it's a healthy haul. Otherwise, this port I'd probably encourage going through a paid option here. And as you can tell, these pictures, you're going to have postcards galore here, but you got a night out if you're having an overnight stay. I haven't had an overnight stay on an MSC cruise in quite a while. You can sail around. You can get a sunset at the beach, island tour. And I, as a matter of fact, this is what I'm looking at. I'm probably going to take the 3.5 hour island tour and then just call it a day. And just take in as much of the culture as I can, then head back and get ready for my next stop, which is Brindisi. And you will park here, and it's kind of industrial. I would say. I wouldn't say it's not too long of a walk. It's you're looking at it plain as me. I take the bus. I always try to get on a bus tour, do a city tour. I'm not inclined to walk. But if you are a person who just wants to get out and walk across the pier and head out, yeah, it's not like right next to it. It's not like you're instantly in the heart of the culture, but it's certainly something here. The MSC excursions are down presently. The link is dead. So I'm showing some options from TripAdvisor here. And you got the half-day private tour, which is advisable. But if you want to get into some of the baking and some of the food, head over to the historic centers. Dining, I always try to get in, eat some food, immerse myself into the culture, try some of the local cuisine, historical artifacts, and then just that's kind of what I do. So but as you can see, you can also get some transportation to and from. But here's something: olive oil grove, olive oil tasting. And some of the olive oil, I don't know if you're an olive oil connoisseur. I think I got some Bartoli in my pantry right now. But if that's part of what you want, this is it right here. Small group market tour and dining experience. And there's a gentleman on CNN. He has his own little Tucci. He goes to Italy and just tries different food. This is the kind of stuff that I live for, and certainly exciting. So great stop, lot to do, very scenic. Heck, if you only just took a picture of you with the water in the background, it would probably be a great picture. Otherwise, you're on your way to Croatia. You're on your way to Split. The park is your boat will park here. And then you got a little bit of a opportunity to walk through the city. Yes, absolutely. There's plenty to walk and do here. You don't have to get an excursion in this particular area to be immersed into the culture there. And as you can see, just postcard, everything you've probably ever seen in the books. Just a fantastic time. You can go to the beach. You can go up in the hills and get some tuk-tuk, get some pictures up there, look at some local treasures. This is probably what I'm going to do right here, Split Nomus, and we'll take it. Otherwise, like I said, you can walk and tour. You can pay them, and a guide will kind of show you what's going on, and that's fantastic. Continuing on, Venice. Venice. Uh, man. So Venice, you're going to get right here, and a lot of people want to go to like St. Mark's Cathedral. It's a pretty good haul to St. Mark's Cathedral. You could take a taxi, water taxi, gondola. There's no wrong way to do Venice. I always get an excursion here, and I mean, I like to end up at St. Mark's. I like the time that it takes. I like being there, walking around, and then just kind of working my way back to the cruise port through some of the canals. There's St. Mark's, and so yeah, there is some excursions, but I would always encourage anytime you can get on a gondola or a water taxi, you will do very, very well. And it's fantastic. And so yeah, that is the you'll end up back in Athens, and just don't forget to take it in, and but before you head back to the airport. And I bet, I wouldn't book, and most cruises return back at about 7 8 a.m. But check your itinerary, because sometimes some of the boats get back at 10 or 11. So book your flight out. Give yourself 4 to 5 hours. Longer, if you can book yourself out a little later, like a 3 p.m. flight, head on one of those excursions that take you through the city, get the Acropolis in, and take it from there. This is a fantastic itinerary. You're definitely going to see some stuff, and memories will be made. So until the next video, travel safely.